Hello and welcome to another review. My name is Anime Uzumaki 1118, and today I want to talk about Other Side Picnic episode 2. Now, the first episode I didn't feel or seen any plot or any Uranus involve Other Side Picnic. I was kind of waiting to see where this goes. And the first episode didn't really click. For all Yuri animes, for all Yuri anime shows and fans out there, you would expect to see the Yuri vibe right off the gate. Because every Yuri kicks off. Every Yuri kicks off into it. Like Citrus, it hit. The first episode hit. Adachi the Shurumura, it hit. Akuma no Riddle, yeah. Yuri, yeah. Valkyrie Drive Mermaid, the list, NTR Trap, the list goes on and on. When you look at this show, I understand they were trying to push more on the sci-fi adventure than the Yuri. You know what I mean? And it was there. So basically, like I said, the first episode didn't really click to where's the Uranus. Episode 2 pointed out why it was a Yuri tag, why it was tagged Yuri. And looking at episode 2, it was there. So without further ado, here's episode 2 review of Other Side Picnic. Now, the beginning of it kicked things off with Toriko and Sorawo in the hallway. And immediately that kind of hinted Uranus. Like I said before, this episode did give us hints of Uranus. So that was the first hint. When she had her hand on the ball of Sorawo and looked at her eye and it's blue, I'm like, what? So basically, what, you have a shining gun now? You could turn it off. To be honest, looking at this right now, I'm like, is there a way for her to turn off her blue eye, her blue right eye? Is it easy for Toriko to get rid of her right hand? And I don't know. I mean, her left hand, I think it was a left hand. Yeah, it was a left hand. I don't know what it is, but I think they got to turn it off at some point. You can't just have it. You can't just keep that blue eye on. You got to have, I mean, this kind of thing, I don't know, maybe you got to turn it off. I don't know. But I don't know if she was able, I don't know if she later on, I think later on she'd probably be able to control it, to turn it on or off. I don't know. But I'm going to continue anyway. So anyway, if to find about what her eye can do, not the eye, but the eye, and in Toriko's hand, they went to meet the researcher, and she was a friend. She's a friend to Toriko. Now here's the thing: looking at this computer girl, this white hair computer girl. I don't know, something about her doesn't click. I mean, she's just a standard researcher. You know, she sits on her knees like this, you know. She kind of reminds me of L from Death Note, when you know how L is when he sits in the chair with his knees up. Kind of cringy. I mean, I tried that. I couldn't do it. But she's so she's one of those PC gamers that you go in the rooms and you see her on a PC every single day. She looks exactly, I don't know why. I mean, I don't think people are going to like her. I don't know. But she sounds interesting. I just hope they get to know. I just wish we know about her. I just hope later on we get to know about her. Now she goes on explaining about the eye thing and about Satsuki. And the thing is that this is where the plot gets to it. Like I said, the first episode didn't understand what the whole storyline is, what the plot of all this. But now in this, we understand where the plot kind of winds up. Apparently, Toriko had a friend named Satsuki. And Satsuki was the one who tutored Toriko. And Toriko was gone and Satsuki was gone for 3 months. So basically the whole storyline behind this is not only Soria and Toriko going to the other side. Toriko's actually looking for her missing friend Satsuki. Now, we don't know much. Now, again, we don't know much about Satsuki. All we know is that Satsuki is a close friend to them. And that she was gone for 3 months. We don't know yet. I mean, later on, she's going to appear in the show. Later on. So, I hope that later on we get to see more and more where she's coming from so we get a better close-up on her. Now, we get a little further to the Uranus. This is where the Uranus comes in play. So, and when they went to the other side, they encountered this strange man. I don't know where, with a shotgun, I think. Probably, I don't know where. And just, she kind of, I don't know where, he kind of looked at her, Soria, and said, Noriko. And because he's looking for his wife. creepy as if like a stranger out of nowhere just look at you. Imagine some stranger look at you. Just imagine some stranger from the other side look at you and say, Toriko, and you remind him of his wife. That's kind of creepy. Out of nowhere. So now, and then it's brought up like, oh, his wife was spirited away. Huh, Spirited Away. And it's funny how I bring up Spirited Away because Spirited Away is one of the most classic, if not most top 10 anime movies out there. I mean, Demon Slayer train movie, yeah, I get that. But if we look at all the classic movies out there like Ponyo, Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, My Neighbor Totoro, you know, all those classics, Spirited Away was up there. I mean, like, if you have not watched Spirited Away, I recommend you do. So anyway, they went to this house. This kind of a mansion, Resident Evil type mansion house. And then they just mention, and then as we see the Sorao had this kind of a jealousy thing. And this is where the Yuriness comes into play. It's that Yuri vibe. So you see the Yuri vibe right there where it's the symbolism. That's the thing about Yuri animes. Yuri animes don't really click at times. It's the symbolism that's there. So when you look at Sorao's symbolism of her, like, walking with Toriko and mention, we gotta find Satsuki. Maybe you should have that. You know, all those hints that you know Sorao has feelings for Toriko has other way around. Sorao has feelings for Toriko. Sorao has feelings for Toriko. There you go. I said it. You see the feelings of it. So Sorao has that kind of feelings about it, and it's gonna click. The Uranus is gonna click later on. So as they go, sorry, off topic here. My bad. So they went to the mansion and they see this. They encountered this ghost lady with long black hair, a white hat, and a long white dress. And I'm like, you guys don't see the creepiness in that thing? It's like anytime you see a girl with a long black hair and a white dress and a white hat, you know that's horror right there in the middle. In fact, she reminds me of you know what's funny about that mysterious woman? She reminds me of that one from the Dojin ones. And I remember reading a Dojin once from a friend of mine who told me it's this ghost lady, like this boy was making out with this giant ass ghost lady, and then this giant ass tall ghost lady. And then at the end, when he left the town in the car, you got that creepy girl with her long fingernails, her long hands, and with that ghostly eyes thing, you know, it popped out of the car. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, she's exactly like that. It creeps me out. But that woman was creepy in this show. But again, she was so creepy that it hypnotized them. Just saying, Satsuki, is that you? I've been looking for you. Even the man himself saying, my wife, that's my wife. And then when he saw the real her, she turned around, he turned around and he just whoosh, vanished. Now, I don't know if he's dead or not. Like, where did he go? I don't know. I'm being honest. I don't know. I'm still trying to puzzle it out. Is he dead? Is he, like, what? Where is he? I don't know. Now, as they facing off against this giant woman/monster creature, we get to know more about, again, this is where the storyline kicks in. We know more about the eye. We know about where Sorao's eye and Toriko's left hand abilities, which makes sense now. Everything makes sense. So we're looking at, to break it down some, Sorao's right blue eye ability can see spirits from the other side. They true form from the other side. Whereas Toriko's left hand ability, she can grab the spirit. So basically, so it's like a team special thing. I can see the spirit true form. You just gotta touch it and grab it. That's the chemistry it has. So I see the chemistry that is gonna happen with those two. Now, again, once they defeated the monster, you know, it was kind of funny where they don't have enough money to go home. But other than that, episode 2 kind of have the plot, kind of happens to give us the plot. You know, the plot's right there now. It gave us exactly what's the actual storyline behind Toriko and her reason for asking Toriko and asking Sorao to go to the other side with her. So basically, like I said, the whole plot now is there. And now I'm feeling the Uranus vibe now in this, because we didn't really get it, but now we do. So I see it, and I can't wait to see where the future holds more for these two, as the Uranus will continue. I mean, it won't be as big, it won't be as like, oh my god, but it's gonna happen. Just give it some time and let the Uranus build up slowly. You can't have a romance anime and just start it off right there. Take some building up. So let's just wait. And plus, with the plot now, we're understanding the plot of all this and what her eye can do. We don't know much about it, like can they turn it on and off, but as the story progresses, I hope we're going to see more about it, and let's move forward with it. So again, episode 2 was really good. I look forward for next week's episode and another ghost hunting mysteries that these two will encounter furthermore. And like I said, with the new characters showing us, we don't know much about her. I just hope that they give us more depths. So let's move forward with that one. Again, thank you for watching my video. I look forward for next week's episode, and I hope you will.